Residents of the separatist enclave of white Afrikaners in South Africa want US President Donald Trump to help them become a state. A group of them was so opposed to majority black rule when apartheid ended some 3 decades ago, they carved out the enclave. Orania, population 3,000, is the only town in South Africa where all residents, including menial workers, are white. Last week, community leaders visited the United States, seeking recognition as an autonomous entity. Orania movement leader Just Strijdom, surrounded by bronzes of past Afrikaner leaders, including from the era of racist white minority rule, had a message for those stateside.
If whomever is interested in helping create Orania's future, we think investment is a good opportunity. Our message to the American government was help us here, 3-word response. It was not to say help us here by giving us American tax dollars so that we can just, do whatever.
Trump offered in February to resettle white South African farmers and their families as refugees. Strijdom said that wasn't the point.
We are glad that we are recognized as a people, but we don't want to be refugees in another man's land.
South African authorities acknowledge Orania as a town that can raise local taxes and deliver services. The 8,000-hectare settlement is riding an unprecedented wave of support from right-wing Americans for Afrikaner nationalists who lost power when apartheid ended in 1994 and Nelson Mandela became South Africa's first black president. 3 senior Orania officials interviewed by Reuters were vague about the help they sought in the United States. They said they wanted investment to build houses to keep up with its 15% population growth, infrastructure and energy independence. Strijdom declined to say whether his delegation had contact with the Trump administration. The US State Department did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Political analyst Nikki Falkhoff believes Afrikaner groups want a return to apartheid.
I think for a long time Orania and people around that kind of politics have been relatively careful about how they portray themselves. And they have made a big effort to go, we're just living peaceably side by side with our neighbors of other colors. We choose to only be white people, but that's okay because this is our space and we will live in this way. And what's happened now, I think, has emboldened them slightly more to go, no, well, actually, we would like apartheid back, please.
Some US right-wingers have sought to align with Afrikaners in their opposition to diversity policies. South Africa's black empowerment laws have been ridiculed by Trump's South African-born advisor, Elon Musk. A third of all South Africans are out of work, most of them poor blacks.